Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green, I'm here with you guys once again. But before we get all that stuff, Noble Gold Investments is pleased to let you know that gold is the best investment in the class of 2022. Real estate, crypto, stocks, bonds, gold outperformed them all in 2022. So what are you waiting for? Noble Gold Investments has helped thousands of clients get real physical gold. Open a gold IRA or silver IRA with Noble Gold Investments this month and receive a free quarter-ounce American Gold Eagle coin with every qualified IRA of $50,000. You can't go wrong with Noble Gold Investments, and there are thousands of five-star reviews. If you're not ready to invest, download the Noble Gold Investments Gold Investment Guide. Scroll down below, and you will find the link in the description box. For mobile users, click the More button to find the link. And remember, there's always risk when investing. No guarantees of any kind. What up, everybody? What up, you mother suckers? I was running around busier than a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. Places to go, people to do, and the easy ones twice. Oh, happy Valentine's Day. You little lovebirds. You little fucking lovebirds. Happy Love Day. You know what my son asked me after we went and got some stuff for my wife and my daughter. I won't say what because I don't know if my wife and my daughter have seen it yet. But he asked me, he said, Dad, how come women get all this stuff? When do the men get stuff? I was like, son, hey, welcome to my world. Welcome to men's world, a man's world, like James Brown said. I was like, hey, man, Valentine's Day, that's for women. It's for men to get women gifts and do nice things for them. It's not for men. He said, well, do women get gifts for men sometimes? I was like, yeah. You know, they'll give their husbands cards or whatever, you know, whatever gift their husband would like. I said, but this is a woman's holiday, man. Sorry. Had to break it to him. Had to keep it real. Had to give him a life lesson. Super chat cherry popper of the day is on this day of love. So please take it easy. Be gentle. Spun Bearing 65. It says the cherry has been destroyed. It's been popped. Financial hymen has been broken. Glad you guys are here. You notice my background. I see. Can I remove myself from the live stream? Let's see. See, that way I'm taking part in Valentine's Day and still keeping it real for Black History Month. So those little kente cloth hearts. How cute is that, huh? How cute is that? Some might say that's adorable or adorbs. So adorbs? That's like the most adorable thing I've ever seen is like little kente hearts. Like, how can you celebrate Valentine's Day and be woke? There you go. D-Light, groove is in the heart. Thank you. Says, what do you think about these balloons? We've both been in the military. Well, I'm going to talk about that later. Balloons, space trash. I mean, what the fuck is it? I don't know. You tell me. We're going to talk about it. We're going to hash it out. There's a whole lot of shit going on in the sky, and they are using a lot of missiles, a lot of munitions, if you will, to shoot this shit down. How much? How much is a missile? Isn't it the AX-90 or some shit like that? In one of the articles I read, it said the actual missile, the model of missile that they're using. Ivan Adams, I thank you. They actually said the type of missile they're using. So what's the price tag on something like that? It ain't cheap. The federal government is involved, so it's not cheap. JJ Finnegan, happy VD. JJ, I hope you mean Valentine's Day, not venereal disease. Because can you be happy about a venereal disease? Has anyone ever gotten one and been like, hey, man, I want to go out and celebrate. I got discharge. Let's go out, celebrate the discharge. I don't think that's ever happened. But then again, I haven't been around a lot of people when they found out they have of venereal disease, or anybody, really. So let's hope I never do. But shout out to you all. I see you in here. I see you. I feel you. I notice you. I'm validating your presence. Rants and Shan coming in with the Twompski. I thank you. As much as we're entertained by them, the Republican congressmen and senators that dunk on Dems really aren't a threat at all to them. Former Dems like Tulsi Gabbard and non-politicians like Trump are the real threats. Yeah, anybody who is not cut from the same cloth, anybody who doesn't come from that school, that politician factory, anybody who hasn't been in bed with lobbyists, doesn't have a long career in politics, like say a Bidenist pervertist who's been in politics for over 700 years. That's what he said. So when you have people this is their life, they never had a job in the private sector. This is it. As soon as they were of age to become a politician, that's what they did, and they haven't looked back. So anybody who's like that, and that's what their problem with Trump is, and Tulsi Gabbard. She hasn't done anything wrong. Neither did Trump. But the reason they didn't like him is because they couldn't control him. They don't give a damn if he's racist. They don't give a damn if he's going around grabbing women like you grab a six-pack. Both holes. Come here, girl. They don't care if he's doing that. They don't care if he's a misogynist. They don't care about what he says about Rosie O'Donnell, which is hilarious. They don't care about his tweets at Kim Jong-un that could get us into World War III. They don't care about that. What they care about is they have somebody in there with a little bit of power who don't give a fuck what they think. Hasn't been to their weird parties, hasn't shared the blood of a dead Chinese prisoner. So they're scared of him. My dad told me, son, anybody who doesn't care is dangerous. Dangerous to who is the question. And in this case, dangerous to them. Jay Reason, what up? How about that Super Bowl, huh? Don't think you fucking Eagles fans are gonna get out of here without a tongue lashing. Jay Reason, I thank you, man, for the Hamilton. My man JG, let me get a wrench, bro. Not begging like the common troll. Of course, man. You about to get wrenched right now. Dude, have you been wrenched, bro? Dude, you're about to get wrenched so hard, dude. So hard, dude. Hold on. Let me wrench this mother sucker right here. Something stupid. I don't care about that. Okay, here we go. Hold on, Jay Reason. Now, Jay Reason, I think you have to comment just a normal comment so I can wrench you. I don't think I can wrench your super chat. So if you just put it in a comment, a regular comment, I will find it. I'll fucking wrench you, dog. Oh. No problem. My pleasure. Women pay me to give them pleasure. All right. See, Oscar Rodriguez. Amalbert. Thank you. Sorry, JG. Brandon's economy sucks. Let's go, Brandon. It does, man. It's the suckiest, if that's a word. It's the suckiest economy we've ever seen. Bum, 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 bum. Hold on. Boom. How you like that? How do you like your wrench? Got you. You've been wrenched. That's like being knighted here. You've been wrenched. Boom. My pleasure, man. Jay Reason's a good dude. But like I was saying, Jay Reason, hold on. Yeah, I got you. All right, just want to make sure. Your wrench is showing up on my phone. True. Mental Mellow's wife, wrenches matter. Brian King B. Falcon says to wrench Sweet Mama G. Well, I got to know, Sweet Mama G, do you want to be wrenched? I can't wrench you on other people's behalf. I have to hear from you. I have to have your consent. You consent to being wrenched. Anyway, Hey, hold on a second. Already, you guys already with the play. What are we, 10 minutes in? How dare you? How dare you? Hold on. Jotaro Kujo says Brandon is a CCP agent. What proof? What proof do you have that he's part of the Communist Chinese Party? Give me one piece of proof, Jotaro. You don't got it, do you? Just kidding. You got a mountain of it. Jotaro Kujo says, can you start the live stream with the Black National Anthem? Never. Never. And it's not actually an anthem. It's a hymn that has been, here's what they like to do. It's a hymn that has been hijacked. Hijacked. That's what they do. They don't create their own. They are parasitic in nature. They take over something that's already been established. Genevieve Vacants. You talk about a tough name to spell. Genevieve is right up there with restaurant. I used to work with a girl when I was in high school at McDonald's named Genevieve, and I just couldn't get it. I'm like, damn, girl. That name is hard to pronounce. But Genevieve says, JG, what do you think of Rihanna's performance and Trump the beef between her and Trump? So her performance, I didn't even watch it. I heard about it, that she smelled her fingers and stuff. That's obviously disgusting. And I hear about people, saying that she's pregnant. Oh my God. She performed pregnant. Oh, she is the greatest human being in the world. Can you believe she performed pregnant? But she's pregnant. She performed pregnant. Oh, Rihanna is pregnant. Look, there have been women who have done way harder shit than performing on stage while pregnant. Okay, I'm not impressed by a pregnant lady performing songs. I'm just not. Now, is being pregnant this special thing that belongs to only a woman, and is it a crucial process? Yes, bonding with that baby, nurturing that baby, waddling around, peeing every 5 minutes, ankles swollen, nausea. I get all that. Pregnancy was so nice, my wife did it twice. But what I'm saying is, I'm not impressed by a pregnant performer performing. I'm just not. And what you don't hear a lot of people talking about is everybody's, oh, Riri, she's pregnant with baby number 2. Oh, baby number 2, where's wedding ring number 1? You're out here celebrating this woman for having babies out of wedlock. Do you know what happens to babies out of wedlock? But she has money, Jericho. That baby will be fine. No, it won't. 70% of inmates, both adult and juvenile, come from single-parent homes. You know, Obama told us, if you're from a single-parent home, you are 20 times more likely for this, 9 times more likely to grow up in poverty. So if you grow up in a single-parent home, you have a good chance of being fucked by life. But everybody's so happy. Oh, Rihanna, you're having a baby number 2. How about you get married first? Why are you having all these fucking babies before you get married? We've devalued marriage. Well, one out of two people are going to get divorced, so fuck it. You have a wedding ceremony before you have a baby shower. Is that too much to ask for? Is it too much to ask for that people try their best to put good people in the world because we got to walk around here with these motherfuckers? Don't make little criminals, little thieves, little carjackers, and murderers. But she's pregnant with baby number 2. She performed on stage. So what? There's women out there fucking splitting wood and milking cows and shit when they're pregnant. I told you guys about watching that show, I Survived. There was a lady who was 8 months pregnant cleaning out an industrial meat grinder when it got turned on and ground her legs up into her kneecap before she passed out. But I'm supposed to be impressed by Rihanna, that bumbaclot rasclat. I'm supposed to be impressed by her performing at the Super Bowl with every amenity and people. Oh, Riri, you want some water with lemon in it? Do you want it room temperature, warm or cold? Can I rub your feet? Do you want some M&Ms? I'll pick all the green ones out. I'm supposed to be impressed by that? Fuck out of here. Mr. Kojak, who loves you, baby. Jay Reason is good for football season. Oh, yeah, man. I was there damn near every game of the year on Jay Reason's YouTube channel. Because if I wasn't able to watch it, gotta listen. Brian King B. Falcon. Kodak Black said Uncle Trump's that shit was whack. I saw that. Kodak Black is a rapper, a new rapper, a young rapper, an A-list rapper. And he's a Trump fan, open Trump fan. He don't give a fuck. But why is that even a thing that someone, look, I'm an open supporter of a politician. That shouldn't be crazy, but this is the world they've created. But yeah, Trump, and as far as him beefing with her, saying he said it was the worst Super Bowl performance ever. I don't know. I heard shit about it was terrible lip singing, and maybe it was. But I just think it's petty for him to tweet that out about Rihanna. That's what I think. I wouldn't have told her. I wouldn't have said shit about her. But that's what Trump does. And they have beef in the past. It's not like he just came out, oh, that's a weak Super Bowl performance. No, she's been talking mad shit about Trump. He's a racist and all this shit. Even though he got her baby daddy back out of Swedish custody and back home in America to all off in her Barbados crevice. Whatever. Jay Reason, thank you, Hugain, for the Hamilton. He says, I'm going to make a video about the halftime show on Thursday about how it was trash and the people will hate me for it. Of course they will. You can't look the way you look. And in case you guys don't know, Jay Reason, he's a black guy. And you can't look the way you look. You can't look like me and Jay Reason and dare speak against popular musicians, popular black musicians. If you can't talk about Rihanna, you can't talk about the Queen Bee. And Rihanna is Jay-Z's artist, and Beyonce's his wife. So, there's all kinds of freaky swinger wife swap, adrenochrome blood shit going on with them. They're all fucked up. But of course they're going to hate you for it, man. They hate the truth. The truth is taboo. You can't go out there saying the sun is hot and puppies are cute. That is ridiculous. Brendan Gerzalak, thank you for the Hamilton. It's a him? Are you sure it's not a them? Hey. Don't be play. Even in your super chats, don't be play. You dare not speak ill of the Ku Klux Trans. The Black National Anthem is definitely it's not a vibe. Ooh, one anthem is enough. But you notice in the last 5 or 10 years, they didn't give a fuck about the Black National Anthem until it could have been politicized and weaponized. Ooh. True that, Brandon. True that. D-A-T, that. Jamil Gatt says they are married. Okay, let's see. Rihanna, because that's how you spell it. Rihanna. Let's see. Okay, it says Rihanna is planning to tie the knot with ASAP Rocky in beach wedding next month. On the beach. Okay, but this, as of 10 hours ago, says Rihanna, ASAP Rocky to get married in Barbados next year. So they're not married yet. They plan on it. They're talking about it. We'll get 2 babies in and then we'll do it. So they're not, Jamil, they are not married, according to the 2 websites I just saw. Vegas baller, Prego wedding. Mads, I'm surprised she didn't come out fully nude. Give her some time. We'll see what happens next Super Bowl she performs at. We'll see about that. She might come out butt naked showing her fucking birth canal. You never know. These people are sick. Jay Reason, again, man, thank you so much. Another Hamilton. He says, my beef with Rihanna isn't even about the halftime show itself. It's the fact she's a hypocrite and back in 2019 said she would never be a sellout or an enabler and do a Super Bowl show. Look it up. Rihanna, but see, they start talking all that money. They start cutting them checks. And that's when they're like, whoa, okay, wait. Hold on, it's just my beliefs. What's the balance? What'd you write on that check? How much is it for? Yeah, fuck that. I'll do it. And she's betting on her demographic, her base, to have short memories. For sure. Noel72 says, hello from the constitutional carry state. Constitutional carry, stand your ground state of Indiana. Don't rub it in. Don't rub it in. Don't rub in the fact that you come from a free state. Zurich, contributing to the 70% out of wedlock birth rate. That's right, Rihanna. Good job. It don't mean shit if they have money. That means nothing. Smokey, what up? That means nothing. Is the kid going to have the clothes, real fancy clothes and food? Yes. But kids need more than that. They need more than food, water, and clothing. And having your child out of wedlock, it's fucked up. You're not supposed to do that. Purposely having doing that to your child is setting them up for future failure. And if they planned a wedding in Barbados next year, why couldn't they do that shit last year before they had all these damn kids? You tell me. Scorpio love. I bet there's going to be plenty of that tonight. Ooh. Scorpio love, thank you for the Hamilton. Appreciate that. I'm a Scorpio myself. I am a Scorpio myself. So, what plans do you guys have for tonight? Uh-oh. I didn't get a proper seal in my cup. It's probably going to spill. You guys got any plans? You guys have Valentine's, huh? Somebody special? They leave a teddy bear and a box of chocolates on your locker? Or no? No Valentine's tonight? Whatever. You can always use Rosie Palm and her 5 sisters. Right, fellas? Huh? I got a date tonight. Her name is Jergens. Oscar Rodriguez Almabert. Thank you again. My pronouns are billionaire baller. Well, tell your fucking bank, man. That's all you got to do. Call up your bank, call your local branch, and say, this is how I identify, and my bank account better reflect it. Oscar, you look like a person of color, so they'll definitely bow to your will. Definitely. Call them over the phone, and if they give you any shit, go in there and show them your forearm. Mr. Oscar, I didn't realize you were a person of color, so please have a seat. Spunberry65, thank you again. He said Sputnik Biden in space. Well, that would be the slowest spacecraft you've ever seen. The slowest. It'll be bumping into shit, probably be smelling shit. Oh, Scott Calais, it's your birthday. Hey, man, happy birthday to you. You ever seen that movie, Don't Be a Menace? Happy birthday, homeboy. For me? Yeah. Happy birthday, homie. For me? Yeah. Then he goes to blow the cake out and someone runs up and shoots him in the back. That shit is too funny. Happy birthday, homeboy. For me? Yeah. Happy birthday, homie. You can't make that shit no more. Why? Because somebody will get their fucking feelings hurt. You can't make all that stupid shit. Why can't we just laugh? Why can't we just be entertained? Why does everybody got to bring their feelings into it and fuck it all up? Man, now we got to go. You ruined it. You made it all about your race with some bullshit. Terrible. Terrible. That's terrible. JJ Finnegan, happy BD and VD. Scott, but don't get VD on your BD. There's no good D for VD, but not on your BD. Am I right? Am I right? Amanda Mitchell, being happy is racist. You're probably right. You're probably right. Anything you enjoy is racist now. Anything morally sound, anything traditional, so racist. Get rid of it. Oh, cut it out. We got another super up in here. I'm never going to get to what I need to talk about because you guys are so damn generous. So generoso. USA F Bull retired. Thank you for the Twomsky. Saul Alinsky's rules for radicals. as well as a slow infiltration of Marxist/socialist propaganda seeping into our society since the 60s, is all you need to know why we have all this narratives and divide in the USA. Yeah, it's not overnight. America is a giant, giant beast. We are gargantuan. So it takes a long time to bring something that big and strong down. And they've been working at it. 60 years? 60 plus years? Chipping away. You've all seen mountains and stuff where they say, oh, water, these mountains or this canyon was cut by water. You know how long that takes? But it works. It'll eventually happen. And now they are seeing the fruits of their labor. Socialism. Ooh, democratic socialist. Remember when Bernie Sanders was running as a democratic socialist? You were saying the word socialist out loud, running for president under that banner? Remember a time when being a communist was like the worst thing you could be in America? Like racist white folks would band together with black folks to fight a commie. But now the commies are in charge. No, it's not communism. It's socialism. Hey, come here. Yeah. Rub it. Hey, you feel that? Hey, that's just a little socialism. That's all. But it's so big. I know, but you get used to it. It's just socialism. Touch it. Yeah, see? There you go. Yeah. Touch around the helmet. Yeah, touch the tip. Ain't nothing but some socialism, girl. Yeah, right. Brian. Thank you for the super chat. Hey, JG, have you seen the Ohio train derailment? That too. Let me get to my my itinerary or the syllabus. But of course, first of all, happy Valentine's Day. As you see, the thumbnail, sorry I had to use his pitiful face again, but it was so perfect. And the title is Everybody Look Up. Look up there. Because if you're looking up there, you're not looking down here. So, of course, multiple things in our airspace, not just airplanes anymore, balloons, surveillance equipment, you name it, it's up there. We're shooting them down. It's like one of those shooting galleries at the county fair. If you shoot enough of them, you're going to get some kind of prize. We're going to get a giant stuffed animal or something. Damon Irish, Biden's son has AIDS big time. And there's it's partially funny and it's probably true. But we're gonna talk about all the shit flying around up in the sky. Also, the train derailments, the one we had in Ohio, the one that was in Houston, and I believe there were others. But we have somebody who's supposed to be in charge of that. You know that, right? We have somebody who's in charge of that stuff. Just like we have a border czar, we have a transportation secretary. We have one. So what have they been doing? What have they been saying about it? If you have all these issues with train derailments and supply chain issues, it seems to me that at some point you would come out and tell the American people, here's what's going on, because this is my area of expertise. This is what I'm here for. It's on the sign on the door, transportation secretary or transportation czar, whatever they name this fucking weirdo. So we have one. His name's Pete Bootyguage or Bootyguage. It doesn't matter. I call him Bootyguage. But we have one, but he's out here talking about racism. That's what he's talking about. He's talking about racism at construction sites while we have trains derailing, spilling toxic chemicals that the federal government thought was a good idea to set it on fire. So fire does this weird thing. It creates smoke. And when there's enough smoke, it goes high up into the atmosphere and then it spreads out over the surrounding land mass. So that's cool. They did that. But we have a guy who's supposed to be on top of this and telling us what's going on, but he's talking about some bullshit. I don't know. Maybe if the train derailments were a dude, he'd be all over it. But he don't seem to give a shit right now. But he's supposed to be there. That's his job. And did you guys see Zelensky? Vladimir Zelensky? He was coked the fuck out. I know a cokehead when I see one, okay? I grew up in the 80s. I've seen tons of movies. I've been to parties. The only thing that was missing was a drop of blood coming out of his nose. That's the only thing that was missing. He had red fucking watery eyes and damn, dog. What the fuck? What are you doing? You need to take a minute? You need a minute backstage to get yourself together? My goodness, man. Tony Montana's looking at that dude like, "Hey, fucking crazy, man. Look at all the coke." Aaron M says, "I've done enough coke to concur." Yeah, we've been there. You better get off your damn high horse in this comment section. You know you've done some booger sugar, some Bolivian marching powder. You know what that shit looks like. He looked like a fucking coke head. But, again, don't take my word for it. I'm going to show you some footage. But he looked like a straight coke fiend. Fuck. Well, Rex Rocker says the drip is so disgusting. But that's when you know the party's getting started. You got that drip. Sometimes you got to take a little water. You got that going, get that little coke blockage out of there. That's the life I used to live. People not anymore. Yeah, LS fish scales. And you know Zelensky can get the good shit. He's not getting the same shit they're selling at club on Friday night. He's getting that shit straight from the brick. He's eating lunch on top of a brick with the Colombian general he got it from. But here's the good thing, guys. Here's the one good thing. I always try to look for the silver lining, if you will. At least we know exactly where our tax money is going. It's not just over to Ukraine and disappears into the atmosphere. At least we know where it's going. Right up Zelensky's nose. You tell me if I'm wrong. I'm going to show you. I'm surprised he didn't start going like that, doing a gummer while he was on camera. I'll show you. You tell me. Okay? Alien testosterone. Hunter Biden is his dealer. Let's be real. If we're going to be real, alien testosterone, can you be a dealer when you're addicted to your product? How much of the coke Hunter Biden's supposed to be dealing is he doing himself? I don't know. But Zelensky, he has a problem. And if you guys were watching the Super Bowl, you saw, of course, the NFL's pride and joy, Demar Hamlin. But you notice in the description I wrote, Demar the Devil. Why would I call him that? Did you guys see the jacket he was wearing? He was wearing like a Letterman jacket, you know, the blue velvety kind of material, whatever the fuck, there's a poker table material, and then the white leather sleeves, right? No matter where you went to high school at, you know what a Letterman jacket looks like. So he was at the Super Bowl, and he was in the skybox with Roger Goodell, which is weird on its own. Who the fuck are you to be up there with the NFL commissioner? How many players before you have been fucked up, had to retire, put in wheelchairs, walking with canes, hands looking like this, but they didn't get to sit next to Roger Goodell. Anyway, he was wearing this jacket, and I'll describe it to you, and of course I'll show you a picture of it. But it's a picture of Jesus. And I know it's Jesus because he's on a cross and he has nails in his hands and feet. Can you believe this shit? Derek Molino, what is that, velvet? He beat Joe Louis's ass. So it's a picture of Jesus on the back of his jacket on the cross, crucified, but he has this weird cartoonish face and he has rainbow teeth. Rainbow? And he has rainbow teeth and his eyes are weird. I'll show you the picture. It's fucking weird. But if you're talking all this prayers and I've been praying and God and I'm a vessel and God's going to work through me and all that shit, then how could you wear a picture like that of Jesus on your back? It doesn't matter if you choose to be religious and you choose to be a Christian, then there's certain things you can't do. And one of the things you can't do is have a depiction of Jesus like that anywhere on your person. And you'll see what I mean when I show it to you. Nicole Thomas. I will be dropping some stuff in the mail to you real soon. Because, of course, you know, Nicole Thomas and her husband are expecting their first bambino. Super special. So we're going to send her, I'm going to send her some gear for her and her husband, Matthew, right? So yeah, that shit was weird, man. The Demar Hamlin devil shit, weird God picture was some strange shit. It really was. But Nicole, here, if I'm going to speak to you, Nicole, then I have to do it properly, because here at Jericho Green Enterprises, we are all about authenticity. Authenticity. And Nicole is from the UK. So I say to you, Nicole Thomas, I will send your merch in the mail as soon as possible. That's what I picture myself as when I do that voice. And that right there. What the fuck? What did I just fucking do? Anyway, this right here. This shit right here. Where'd it go? There it is. This was drawn by Shanth, one of the guys that I do. Shanth and Gabe, we do. I guess if I stop it right there, one of the guys that I do, and then no, I don't do any guys, but that I do a podcast with. Should have finished that sentence. One of the guys that I do a podcast with Wednesday, of course, Double Impact, where we break down scene by scene action movies from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. Next week, we are doing Rambo First Blood Part 3. Not next week, I should say tomorrow. Rambo First Blood Part 2. But Shanth sent this to me out of nowhere, and I was like, oh, man, that shit is beautiful. So when I do the British Lord accent, thank you. When I do that, I'm going to try to remember to pop this up there. But I will have merch coming with this on it, because something this beautiful, got to make it wearable, right? So can't wait. But Shanth and Gabe are some extremely talented motherfuckers. He probably came up with that like half asleep. Like that shit is so easy to them. Isn't that weird? Like people who have talents, they're just, it's effortless. Oh yeah, no problem. I think I've told you guys this before, but my brother, he's a really, really good artist. And he found his son's sidewalk chalk one day. So he sat in the driveway and did a portrait of a samurai standing in front of a cherry blossom tree. In Japan where they all blossom, it looks beautiful. It drew one and he was standing. He was standing like on a hill, with the wind blowing, his like the headband and stuff that's hanging down was like blowing in the wind and shit. I was like, man, he's like, oh, just messing around with the sidewalk chalk. That's always amazed me, that people with those talents are just, no problem. Here, give me that. Yeah, what you got? You got a crayon? Watch this, fucking Picasso. And those dudes are no different. Extremely talented, as you can see. Those dudes are badass. And so I told him, I said, hey, man, anytime you get inspired, anytime you get inspired to create things like this, please let me know. None the miser, the ladies want tank tops, JG. I'll make it happen. Don't you worry. We're going to have it for the ladies. The ladies. Men, women, kids. Everybody's going to be able to get that. P-Dog Night. Thanks, man. Yeah, dude, Sean's a cold motherfucker. I didn't do nothing. He just hit me up. Here you go. I was like, oh, shit. I like it a lot. Amanda Mitchell, tote bags. Okay. Oh, that's rad. Jericho, do you think conservatives are too passive? Should we use violence when it comes to our rights? What do you think? If you're talking us, as in conservatives, we're being too passive, I don't think so. I think especially people like us who are in here having these conversations, speaking out against it, going on other platforms, talking about it. I don't think we're being passive. I think that we are We're good people. I think good people have a longer fuse than others. And I think it takes a little more to get us to anger, to get violent. Because unlike a sorry, blue-haired, soft handshake, deep V-neck wearing granola-headed dirt fucker, they don't have anything to lose. Everything has been given to them by their parents or the government. So they can act stupid. They can be quick to violence and fuck their life up. We have stuff to lose. We have families, we have jobs, we have things that we've saved for, we have belongings. We're not so quick to throw that shit away. So I think us as the population of conservatives, I don't think so. But I think politicians, these so-called conservatives in the government, and these rhinos, yeah, I think that maybe not to violence, but they need to do something. I know we barely got the House, but you got it, McCarthy. And he's been talking some shit. We're going to impeach, and he kicked off Ilhan and what's his name, the dude whose penis smells like a Chinese vagina, whatever his name was, who's banging the Chinese spy, Fu Young, whatever her name was. Those kind of people who have the power and who are in place to make shit happen, they're the ones who are being too passive. They're the ones who are being pussies. You saw what they did to Trump. What they do to Trump when they had control of the House. Impeached him once a week, had him in fucking trying to subpoena him and investigations and all that shit. They made his life a living hell. Heidi Booth, yes. Eric Swallow. Wait a minute. Swalwell. I'm not saying he doesn't swallow well. I'm just saying his last name is Swalwell. But I think they're the ones who are too passive. I think they're the ones who are fucking weak. They need to do something about it. How come they haven't even talked about impeaching Biden? You haven't even talked about it? You haven't even floated that idea? Do you know how many people in this country would support that? Even people who vote Democrat and claim to be Democrats and claim to be liberals, the traditional liberals, not the new weird ones. But I think they're the ones who are being weak. They need to step their shit up because they work for us. And if we want you to do that, then that's what you need to fucking do. But they need to get that party started. You ain't even talking about getting that old senile son of a bitch out. I guarantee you they go out in the back of the White House right now. He's chasing around butterflies. Guaranteed. Barefoot out there trying to chase butterflies. And you don't want to even talk about getting him out of there? JP Irvine, JG, what is a granola-headed dirt fucker? A granola-headed dirt fucker is a hippie. Now, out here in California, we see them a little more often than you might. I don't know if you're in California or not, JP. But that's one of those, patchouli oil smelling, dreadlock, hemp clothing, handcuffing themselves around a tree so nobody cuts it down. Just, hey, man, the earth, man. Those are granola-headed dirt fuckers. Yeah, Bam Bam Milo, tree huggers to the nth degree. Because in Santa Cruz, that's where they make hippies. You might have hippies where you live, but check the tag. Made in Santa Cruz, I guarantee you. Santa Cruz got them filthy ass, dirty, hippie feet sons of bitches. that's where they make them. Now they fan out across the U.S., mostly on the West Coast. But that's where they come from. That's their source of origin. If you drew Santa Cruz as a political cartoon, you would see a bunch of smokestacks in the background, some factory and a conveyor belt of, hey, man, just coming off of it, right into a Subaru station wagon. Hey, screw big corporations, man, except for the one that made this car I'm about to peel out in, man. And not the company who made the phone that I say stupid shit to you about on the internet, man. But all the other corporations, screw them, man. Jay Reason says, I was reading about the Ohio situation. It's far worse than what they're saying. And it often is. It often is. But that's what a granola-headed dirt fucker is Sherilyn Moore. Hold on. JJ Finnegan, Seattle too. But yeah, that's they trust me, they fan out. They go up north to Oregon and Washington, but their origin story is in Santa Cruz, dude. Yeah, man. Where'd your comment go? Sherilyn Moore. Are you Sherilyn Moore? Hold on, I'll find it. Oh yeah, she said Sherilyn Monroe. Excuse me, Monroe. Frisco picks the choice ones. Oh yeah, you always got somebody who gets the pick of the litter. San Francisco's like, wait. I want the shittiest hippie you got. No, that one's not dirty enough. No, that one's not crazy enough. There you go. I want that one. The one rubbing its own shit on its chest. Give me that one. Give me that one. Spun bearing, I did get it. Thank you. Derek Molino, no word from the climate change activists about Ohio. Well, of course not, man. They're a weapon. They don't want to use them right now. Even though this is your wet dream, a derailed train in a populated area spilling chemicals and then being set on fire and billowing smoke into your precious atmosphere. Where are you guys? Where's the protest? Where are the signs? Where are the blue-haired retired linebackers you have out there? I mean, the women that are at these protests. Where are you? Have you guys seen the footage of that shit? All these twisted up cars, everything's burnt. The cloud, it looked like a mushroom cloud. It looked like a nuclear bomb went off in Ohio. Plume of smoke into this giant round cloud that went over the whole damn city. It was blocking out the sun. Step aside, everybody get out of the street. Here comes our transportation secretary blazing in with a motorcade, lights and sirens. I'm here. Let's get it done. Let's get a podium set up over here so I can be on the scene and give the American people up to the minute information. I'm sorry, what? Where is he? He's cuddling with his husband, breastfeeding a baby. Damn it. And all this stuff, when chemicals spill, they're going to run, or any liquid that spills, it's going to run downhill, right? It's going to take that, gravity is going to get a hold of it and take it somewhere, right? Or if it doesn't do that, if the ground is dry enough, it's going to soak those chemicals in. Okay, now I'm gonna go back to 5th, 6th, 7th grade when they showed you, the tectonic plates and basically the globe cut in half, and it shows you the different layers, the upper crust and all this kind of stuff, and the different layers of the earth and where the water is and shit like that. So I'm just going back to that. Don't expect much from me, okay? Sherilyn Monroe, it was, I can't remember the name of it, but it was a chemical that causes cancer. So if the ground soaks it in, then it's only a matter of time before it gets into the water supply. And the thing is about, yeah, exactly, JJ Finnegan, Pangea. But the thing about every living creature, and I mean all of them, this all the way up to a fucking blue whale, they all need water. So if those chemicals soak into the ground far enough, they're going to get into the water. And not just the animals that go to the river and sip, but us splashing around in it, playing in the water, watering our gardens and our food, and the water that comes out of our tap that eventually makes its way into our body. And I don't think the charcoal filter that you have on your nozzle in your sink is going to filter out this chemical. Anthony DeRosa, 234 Trixon. That sounds horrific. But let's see what that is. That's a fucking JJ Finnegan. He's some bitch. But yeah, fish are dying. So if the fish are dying, then something that ate the fish is going to die too, right? You guys stop me when I'm getting all off track and I'm wrong, okay? But if the fish are dying, then the stuff that eats the fish is going to die too. let's see. Okay. And this is as of 5 hours ago. Derailed train wasn't classified as hazardous. Well, that's not good, but that doesn't really matter if it's cracked open and spilling all over the ground. So this is a Columbus, Ohio news outlet, the Columbus Dispatch. So they're right there. Hold on. So around 9 p.m., nighttime. They lifted the order and said that people can go back to their homes. It was like 20 cars, rail cars, out of 100 and something that, were compromised. So it said initially vinyl chloride and later butyl acrylate were disclosed as released during the derailment. The EPA letter listed 5 materials known to have been released: the vinyl chloride, the butyl acrylate, ethylhexyl acrylate, and ethylene glycol monobutyl ether, and isobutylene. Damn. The EPA, what's that stand for? Environmental Protection Agency. Okay. The EPA, which is investigating the release of hazardous substances, has noted the release of these chemicals into the air, surface soils, and surface waters at the derailment site. But it doesn't just stay there. It doesn't go straight down in the earth in a straight line, never to fan out in any other direction, right? Materials have entered waterways near East Palestine, including Sulphur Run, Leslie Run, Bull Creek, North Fork, Little Beaver Creek, and Ohio River, as well as storm drains, according to the agency. Storm drains. And the Ohio River, where does that run? Is it just in Ohio? Or does it run into and connect to larger rivers like, I don't know, the Mississippi? Where does that water go? Doesn't that water make it to? Where do all rivers flow to? Never mind, guys. Forgive me. So the EPA's community air monitoring continues to operate 24 hours a day as part of a reoccupancy plan. As of Sunday, 291 homes had been screened, while 181 remained to be screened. The EPA claimed no detection of vinyl chloride or hydrogen chloride were identified for the completed screened homes. What is vinyl chloride? Thank you, article. Vinyl chloride is a gas used to make polyvinyl chloride, hard plastic resin in plastic products. It is found in products such as credit cards, furniture, and car parts, but it most notably is used in PVC plastic piping, a common material in plumbing. So have any of you, as hungry as you've been, maybe you've been hungry, maybe you've been starving, maybe you got the munchies, and you know how that is. You get hungry than a motherfucker, don't you? But as hungry as you've ever been, have you ever chewed on your credit card, furniture, or PVC piping or car parts? No. You probably wouldn't put that shit in your mouth, right? Because it's toxic. Well, don't worry. You won't have to, because now the shit's everywhere. Vinyl chloride is associated with an increased risk of liver cancer and other cancers, according to the federal government's National Cancer Institute. Vinyl chloride is more dangerous per part than ammonia and natural gas, according to the federal regulations that indicate acceptable levels in the air. Officials warned the controlled burn would send phosgene and hydrogen chloride into the air. Phosgene is highly toxic, colorless gas with a strong odor that can cause vomiting and breathing trouble. It was used as a weapon in World War I. Hydrogen chloride is a colorless to yellowish gas with a strong odor, and its primary effect on humans' skin, eyes, nose, and throat. Let me go back. Just one. Can you guys bear with me? Thank you. You guys are so good at bearing with me. You guys bear so hard. let's see here. Oh, right here. Phosgene is a highly toxic, colorless gas with a strong odor that can cause vomiting and breathing trouble. Breathing trouble. Breathing, lungs, virus. Was this something recent, something that happened in recent history, very recent history, where they were concerned about people's lungs and breathing things in? You remember, they didn't want you breathing it. They didn't want you breathing it in so much that they wanted you to stay at least 6 feet away from each other. They were concerned about that breathing, but this breathing, this highly toxic. Let me make sure. Yeah, it says highly toxic. They decided to burn it, knowing it would send it into the air. Now, where does the air go? Everywhere. I know. It goes everywhere. Every fucking where. You guys ever been around a wildfire? If you're here in California, damn straight you have. But you ever been I don't know, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 miles away from a wildfire, but if it's big enough, you can smell it, right? Miles away, smell it. I remember living down on the coast before we moved here. There would be wildfires 50 miles away or more, and we got ashes falling on us. The sun is red because it's blocked out from the smoke. But you guys took a chemical that's highly toxic, and you knew that it was, and you burned it anyway, that sent it up into the atmosphere, into the air. And then once it gets to a certain height, then it can go anywhere, go around the world. What did Lisa Stansfield tell us? Been around the world and ay. That shit could go around the world. The world, Craig. But it don't matter. Fuck it. You think they're going to be choking on that shit? You think the politicians are going to be in their front yard vomiting, having breathing issues? Fuck no. They'll send Consuela and Hector out there to deal with it. Space Trucking LLC. You space trucking mother trucker. Thank you for the Hamilton. Operating a forklift while listening to JG's granola-headed dirt fucker impression. Quite a challenge. Like and sub, and like. Space Trucking LLC. When you're right, man. Thank you for listening to me. At work, I apologize for making your job more difficult. And I'll get to your super chats. I was just making a point. I see them stacking up. I got you. Hey, I got you. Hey, I got you. Think about what you think. Think about what you think about. Thank you. Hey, Jericho, yesterday was my B-day. I'm 24 years old. It's also Black History Month. Do I need to give you all my gifts? Yeah. Thank you. You know what my P.O. box is? P.O. Box 806, Olive Hurst, California, 939 or 95961-9998. All of them. And you know what? Since you want to be a smart ass, think about what you think about, I will take the gifts from your last birthday too. And I expect them quickly. And no, I don't have to say thank you because it's Black History Month. Oh, here we go. Boom. Let me do it right. Mandy Westcott. Oh, thank you, Mandy. All right. Thank you. Thank you for the 15. I thought that was a Hamilton. You threw another extra 5 in there. JG, is there? JG, there is a movie on Netflix, White Noise, released in 2022. Uh-oh. Same exact situation with the train. Okay, it's not. It's a White Noise, Netflix. You know what I was thinking. Same exact situation with the train derailment, and it was filmed in the same town. Test run, WTF. Also, train derailed in South Carolina and Texas too. Yeah, it was Houston also. And then I didn't hear what city it was in South Carolina. Weird. That's a lot. That's a lot of train derailments. Wow, we're supposed to be keeping our eyes up. Up, guys, up. Not down, up. Spun Bearing, thank you again. Does this mean Fish Dick is going to die because he took the Ohio River to get to Mississippi? If he's in it too long, yeah. But then again, I don't even know. I mean, how strong is that shit? Maybe you can't just dip a toe in there. Maybe you shouldn't be paddling around in there. We don't know. How are we going to know? Are they going to tell us? And if they do, are they going to tell us the truth? Are they going to tell us we fucked up? No. No. Of course not. They'll somehow blame it on us than the people who don't believe in climate change. And not that I think people believe in climate change, but it's the cause. That's the problem. The cause is where we have the disconnect. The cause is where they're bullshitting and we know the truth. Okay. That's where we have the disconnect. It's not, does it exist? And I mean, really, if you look at who's giving us the data, maybe it doesn't exist, but let's just say it does. To tell me that I am the cause of it somehow, and even more ridiculous, that there's something we could do about it. What are we going to do to repair the world? Huh? Nothing. When you have a small percentage of the world trying to keep it clean and the rest of the world not getting the memo, how's that going to work? Here in America, I got 3 trash cans to put out on the curb. What was it? There was it was actually like merch. People would wear it. And like not even for the environment. It was just cool looking and people would wear it all around the Central Coast area. There was this thing called Pack Your Trash. And it was about taking your trash with you when you leave the beach, all your bottles and wrappers and all that kind of shit. Pack your trash. So people would have hats, sweatshirts, and they wore them all the time. Like it was gear and it looked pretty cool. But you have that kind of attitude in the Western world. And America's the cleanest country in the world. I don't hear nothing about no Sweden and all these little tiny fucking places. All right. So you have the Western world doing their part, but the rest of the world, they're throwing toxic waste and cat shit in the water. So what are we going to do? Oh, I know. Carbon credits. Buy carbon credits. Where does the money go? And what do you do with that carbon credit? You just planting a fucking tree every time I take a drive? What does that even mean? LDS German Shepherd Boy, thank you. Hey, JG, happy Valentine's Day. Do you have any plans for you and your beautiful wife and kids? Well, I do. I thank you for asking, LDS German Shepherd Boy. I got my wife some flowers. I got her 2 dozen roses. I got her card, but my son picked out the card. So it has like a dog on it with like googly eyes and shit. It was under the Chicago mayor section. And it has like googly eyes and it's real silly, just like him. So I had all the kids sign it. And then she wants steak for dinner. So I went and got a tri-tip, got some artichokes. Her and the kids love artichokes. I like them. They're cool. They're a lot of work though. But I got some artichokes and I'll probably do some garlic mashed taters. Just all this stuff my wife likes. Fellas, you know this. The happier she is, the happier you will be in the very near future. So yeah, and life's hectic right now, so we don't have a chance to like go out and eat. And if we did, I'd wait till like the next day because everybody's out eating. Shit's expensive. But yeah, I got her some gifts and stuff. I got some flowers for my daughter. Got her balloon too. My son wanted to get her a balloon. So yeah, I took care of her and my daughter. I always get my daughter stuff for Valentine's Day too. Whatever I get for my wife, if I get her flowers, I get my daughter flowers. Not only because I love her, but I want her to realize this is what, and it's not so much this is what you're supposed to expect on Valentine's Day. Your man has to get you something. It's more of this is how you need to be treated. This is how you need to be loved. This is how you need to be respected. This is how you need to be treated special. That's the message I'm trying to impart to her. Because if her expectations are high, that means her standards will be high. That's my goal. That's my job. That's my duty. Haha, you said duty. That's my duty as a father. So we'll see what happens. If anything bad does happen, it won't be for lack of effort. Sherilyn Monroe, Valentine's can be given to anyone. Yeah, for sure. I got her some pink flowers, a dozen pink roses. I got her a balloon. I think my wife got her a card. My wife always gets stuff for the kids too for Valentine's Day candy and shit. JJ Finnegan, VD is free. It is. Now, Valentine's Day is not free for men usually, but the VD you're talking about, The venereal disease, when you do bad things and put your genitals on the crap table, unfortunately, that is free and easy to get. Matthew Coolidge says, I bought $300 worth of tools. Happy Valentine's Day to me. Hey, man, you buying for yourself, somebody else buys it for you, don't matter, as long as you get a gift on Valentine's Day. You know, that's the gift that keeps on giving. You know, like the gift's going to make you money. The gift's going to complete a project for you or something. So, you know. My best friend Mike was my Valentine, no homo. That's actually, I think that was all homo. If he's your Valentine, I think that's 100% homo behavior or whatever. I don't know. Do I have to apologize now because I said no homo? I don't know. Anthony DeRosa, the Rihanna finger sniff test. Yeah, that was gross, man. I'm no prude, but that was gross. Ew. Why would you do that? That's nasty. And you got a baby. You're a pregnant woman. Have some fucking class. Jesus. Have some class, woman. You're pregnant. It's not supposed to be sniffing your clam in front of the world. Ew. What happened? When do people like this get uplifted? When do the retarded bees of the world get treated with respect? And if you're some kind of woman who has respect, or you want a good man and you're not going to settle for less, not you dirty traditional bitches. Ew. We want these new, give it to every man who makes eye contact with me kind of woman. Yeah, that's better. Gross. Nasty. Jeez, people. Can I? We're an hour in and we haven't done shit yet. We haven't done shit. So let me pull this shit up real quick. And because I was out and about till, I got home, did something I had to do, and then came right in here. So I didn't have time to look up this story, but should be easy. Demar Hamlin. Oh, not jersey. I ain't buying no fucking jersey. If you're not a Bills fan and you buy a Demar Hamlin jersey, punch yourself in the crotch until I tell you to stop. Please. Okay. Images. So I will show you. Let's see if I can get a picture of the back of it. Here we go. It's just some weird shit. Again, you are you're talking about God and you're a vessel for God and God is going to work through you. Okay, well, I don't think God would approve of this jacket. You tell me. You tell me, am I being an old curmudgeon? Huh? Let me know. Tell me what you think, guys. Here we go. So, right here up top, it says eternal. And then right here, there's Jesus. He has the nails in his hand. That's how I know it's him. And he's on a cross. And he has the head, the crown of thorns, but they're not thorns. Let me see if I can find something closer. But you can see like his eyes, they're weird. His eyes are like jewels or something. I've never seen this kind of shit before. And apparently the guy who designed it is some kind of fucking weirdo too. And the rainbow teeth, that's where you lost me, dog. That's where you lost me. And Adrian Peterson, I guess, had a problem with it because he's a pretty religious dude and he didn't like this mockery. So here it's like some kind of plant. They're not thorns. There's some kind of plant. Then you can see right here, he has like a grill. There's like gold teeth and there's some rainbow teeth in there. And then the eye is like some kind of jewel or something. It's so fucking weird. Let me see if I can pull this up on my phone so I can zoom in on it and see. See if I can see exactly what is on it. Yeah, Adrian Peterson was not very happy about him having this on his jacket. Oh, he's of course, he has a picture with LeBron James. Okay. So the beard, I can't really tell. I guess it's like regular hair or something. But the eyes are weird. Hold on. It says, without end or beginning, there is no day or night. I don't know what the fuck that means. But it's so weird. This jacket, and then he's there with Roger Goodell sitting in the skybox and shit, and he's hanging out with all these celebrities. Like, when the fuck are you going to get back to the training facility and get back to playing football? Is that in the plans for him? Does he plan on playing football ever again? Like, or is this his job now? He's just the poster child for whatever they need him for, whatever they need him to push, whatever they need him to peddle. Is that his job now? As long as they can. And then once he's no good anymore, he would definitely be discarded. Jay Reason says they said he'll play again. Oh my goodness. Could you imagine the disgusting 3-minute straight standing ovation that this fool is going to get when he steps back out on the field? And are they going to tell the other players, try not to hit him so hard again? Like, what's going to happen? Because I'm sure there are going to be some players that are like, hey, as soon as this fool steps out on the field, I'm going to fuck him up. Like, there's going to be some, and I don't blame him. It's football. If you bring in your ass out here, if you bring in your sickly, underweight ass out here to play, prepare to get hurt. So there are going to be some players, whoever he plays first, they're going to want to rock his ass. So, I don't know, man. That shit is disgusting. But that jacket depicting Jesus like that, I mean, hey, you do what you want. It's not like some other countries where you draw a cartoon of him, someone's going to come and kill you. But for somebody who espouses the things that you do, that you espouse, then you shouldn't be doing that. How are you going to be a Christian and have that picture of that weird funhouse mirror looking picture of Jesus on your jacket, on the cross? So there's no mistaking who this guy is. There's no mistaking who you're depicting on your jacket. Could it be him? There's only one guy we know of who's famous for being nailed to a cross. So I do not think your religion would approve of that. Demar. Fuck you. Damn. I bet he's like, man, I wish I never got hit like that. They got him signing all kinds of contracts and shit. And he's up there next to Roger Goodell. That's the commissioner of the NFL. Normally, like heads of state, presidents, maybe somebody really famous is sitting next to that man watching the Super Bowl. But Demar Hamlin was sitting next to him. Why? Why is he so special? Players get hurt all the time. I'm sure you could look up how many players' careers were ended by catastrophic injury under Roger Goodell's reign. Not that it's his fault, but people get hurt and fucked up all the time. And he's able to return. What about the guys who got hurt and weren't able to return? Do they get a seat next to Roger Goodell at the Super Bowl? Or do they need him up there to get eyes on him, to renew that sympathy, to renew that attention or whatever they're doing with this kid? That shit's weird, man. But I don't know, Demar. That's some weird looking shit there. Mr. Kojak, who loves you, baby. Thank you. You know, he wouldn't be sporting a caricature of Allah like that. That is true. Like I said, man, there are some places you draw pictures of. If he had a picture of Allah like that, whatever Allah looks like, yeah, there would definitely be a problem. There would be some backlash, some outrage. But what would they do? They'd be caught in a colored conundrum. You got a colored fella here, the black guy who'd have the depiction of Allah. Then you got the Muslims over there getting mad too. There's two people of color. You got yourself a colored conundrum. Who do they side with? Do they go with whoever has a darker skin? How do they decide? I don't know. Think about what you think about the Meat Master coming to you live with the gravy on 102.3 The Meat. I got you, J954. Yeah, you couldn't do that shit with Muhammad. There would be a problem. You see Rashida Tlaib getting all mad and shit. Sergeant Mode, he's the new NFL biatch. He is, man. They got him. They got him. They got the leash attached to his collar. That's it, Demar. I'm surprised he can still call himself Demar. I'm surprised they haven't gotten the fucking rights to his name. You can't even call yourself Demar no more. You gotta fucking. You can't even. Your name ain't even Demar anymore. That belongs to the NFL. Rant and Shan, thank you again. You can't love God and wealth. Not buying this. Hey man, he's obviously out there promoting it, showing it. And why not a regular picture of Jesus? Why not the standard Jesus on the cross, the one we've all seen at church, the one, no matter Catholic, Christian, whatever, that iconic image of Jesus on the cross. Why not that? Why this weird cartoonish shit? Are you trying to be a Christian and represent your religion, but not really? Because you don't want that kind of heat? What is it? You've already coming out talking about God, 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 working through me, God's plan. Is this God's plan? Did God tell you, Demar, lay that out on the bed and wear that tomorrow? Or can God even call you Demar anymore? Because it's copywritten by the NFL. Genevieve Vavance. I think I said your last name wrong last time. Sorry about that. Genevieve Vavance, the hardest first name to spell. JG, please do an impression of Joy Behar.
Oh, what do you mean, Genevieve Vavance? You mean this Joy Behar? You mean me, the disgusting ginger bitch on The View?
That woman is foul. Oh my goodness. She is a foul individual, and I don't mean a bird. Hold on. Looking. There we go. Mr. Kojak, again, thank you. Look, boss, the balloon. Look at the balloon up there. Look, boss. That's right. Eyes up. Like they tell us in boot camp, eyes in your boat. Everybody look up. Don't worry about what I'm doing down here. Don't worry about what I'm manipulating down here. J954, thank you. Late to the party. MSU shooter was black. So, oh well. That's right. He was. If he, had a Confederate flag bandana tied around his neck, and he had a big old black AR-15, and he had some fucking shit kickers on, he pulled up in a dually, man, it would be a media orgy. But again, Rubik's Cube of the colors that we give a shit about, if they don't line up, we can't do it. I know, mass shooting, college campus, all that kind of stuff, it's all there. Americans being killed in a place of education, in a peaceful place. They could push their stupid common sense gun reform bullshit, but they don't take the opportunity. Matthew Quinlan, correct. CBLM. Certain Black Lives Matter. Not all. Not all. Ew, gross. Not all of them. Just the ones we can use. The one we can squeeze some drops of sympathy from. So yeah, he was a black dude. You got him on camera. They got some still photos of him. I think 3 people died. 5 people were injured. I'm not going to say his name because fuck him. And did they take him into custody? You guys let me know. Did they take him into custody? Or did they pull up and say, man, here's another black man? Jason M. Smith. That's the most disgusting thing I've ever heard. Says Jericho, take one for the team. Enjoy. Hell no. I would hit that with your dick and me pushing. Gross. Eee. Oh, Darrow333 shot himself. Of course. Coward. You fucking coward. He shot himself. What a bitch. What a fucking bitch. So yeah, another dead coward. That's cool. Guess that's how cowards belong. But you didn't see that. You didn't see them falling over themselves to report this. You don't see them on every outlet. The government, everybody. Oh, it's so tragic because they don't give a fuck. He's a black dude. They can't do that shit. They can't hold him to the same standard. Sergeant Mode, no, he killeried himself. He got Epsteined. But they can't do that. They can't have real equality. They talk about it. They talk a big game. You know, it's like somebody who's loud and talking a lot of shit. You ain't gonna do nothing. Same with them. They talk a lot of shit. They're loud, racist. We're gonna do this and that, but they ain't gonna do shit. If Obama didn't do it, they ain't gonna do it. That was black folks' best chance. That was black folks' best chance to get shit. And if he didn't do it, you can fucking forget it. I knew a person when Obama was being elected the first time. I knew a person who thought that because he was black, Obama was going to send him a check simply for being black. Mandy Westcott, he was a felon too. That's right. They knocked it down to a misdemeanor. Had it been a felony, he wouldn't have been able to purchase a gun legally, and maybe it would have stopped him from doing it. T-Mass. Hey, Jericho, how are you going to feel if Kirk Cousins gets traded to the Niners? I mean, I wouldn't be mad about it. Jimmy G is going to be gone. Fucking Brock Purdy, he's looking at 9 months to a year before he's back. So that would leave us with Trey Lance. And he could possibly get hurt. He got hurt like week 2 last year. So Kirk Cousins, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at that. I'll be, hey, fuck it. Bring him in. Jason M. Schmidt, 250,000 per black person under Joe's reparations. I think that's in California, because in San Francisco they want to give like 250,000 plus erase all debt, and then on the state level, Newsom wants to give like 350,000 and some shit like that. I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard anything from the federal government. Now, does that mean I think they won't push that shit? Hell no, of course they would. I just haven't heard of it. The only thing I've heard of is on a state level. That's it. But would our federal government try to push some bullshit like that? Of course. Of course they would. It's so easy to spend other people's money. So fucking easy. I mean, it's almost fun to spend someone else's money rather than yours. Rants and Shan, again, thank you. Demar is the poster child for pokes. Yeah, I think he got poked too. You know, I heard something the other day. I heard it more than one place. That 200 million Americans got the poke. Damn, that's a lot. That's a lot. That means 100 plus million of us didn't. But 200 million people, fucking A, man. That's 2/3. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 Zordon. Oh, shit. Yeah. Let's get to this. Yeah. Let's get to this shit. Let's see this fucking dope fiend. I mean, president of Ukraine. My bad. Didn't mean to call him a dope fiend. I can't help it, though. He fucking looks like one. He looks like one, people. Sometimes you got to judge that damn book by its cover. Look at this shit. Hold on, y'all. Second. Okay. Okay, here comes the image. Now, you tell me what this is. Think back to your experiences. Think back to maybe it's things you've seen, maybe things you've done. You've done a little in the past. Think back to it. Get that picture in your mind, and then you tell me what this is. Tell me if this looks the same as what you saw or did back then. And some of you are pretty young. Maybe you're still doing it. I don't know. No judgment here. But what is this?
Single largest donor of military equipment to Ukraine, and we said that we would match or exceed that amount, almost 2.5 conversations, which is why we've provided it on, but also those long range.
Not bring to anything good.
Thank you. Phase of the battle, and that's a very productive conversation that we're having today as well. Good.
Get it, fool. Get those lines, those rails. Boy, he's doing fat lines too. He ain't doing no blue collar working class lines like you do.
Single largest
he's getting
donor of military equipment to Ukraine, and we said that we would match or exceed that amount, almost 2.5 conversations, which is why we've provided it on, but also those long range.
Not bring to anything good.
Thank you. Phase of the battle, and that's a very productive conversation that we're having today as well.
Coke the fuck out. Coke the fuck out. You know, this fool, he started taking out the copper wiring, copper pipes in his house. Shit's taken apart in the front yard and not put back together. People around him are missing valuables. I went to a family member's house. We'll leave it at that. I went to a family member's house to stay for a little while, and we have a crackhead relative. And they told me, when you go to sleep, keep all your valuables on you because that crackhead will sneak into the bedroom and steal it from you while you sleep. No way. No way that somebody that shares my blood would do that to me, right? Wrong. So that night, I took their advice, of course, and I slept with my watch. I had my watch in my pocket, my wallet. I had like a ring and stuff. I had some jewelry. I slept with it all on me. Guess what happened? I looked at my phone when he left. 1:30 in the morning. Guess what I hear? Bedroom doors open. I look out of the corner of my eyes, looking at shit, looking on the fucking nightstand. Looked for a couple seconds, then left. You son of a bitch. So I know this shit when I see it. Someone here said his mom's TV's missing. You know what these dope fiends do? Don't think because he's a president that he's above being a dope fiend. And when you have no fear of consequence, no fear of being called out, all you got America backing you, flooding you with billions of dollars, who's going to tell you no? Who's going to say anything to him? I guarantee you, if a Ukrainian says anything about him, a Ukrainian journalist or anything, they will disappear. That man silences his opposition. That's what you call a dictator. We are supporting what they claim to hate. Putin's terrible. He's a terrible dictator. So is this motherfucker. Look at him. Crackhead. You are never too big to be a crackhead. Hunter's like, he's right. Reverend. Look at this shit. Look at the fucking... Man, that's coke behavior. That's a damn junkie. He's a tweaker. A fiend. Damn, you know he's doing copious amounts of cocaine. He can't wait to end this stupid fucking press conference so he can get back. I'm surprised he didn't have like a little ring or something on. You know, a little llave, key, Spanish for a key. They take their key and they dip it in the coke. So you got a little pile of coke on the key like that when you're driving. I seen them. I've seen people do that shit. Hey, give me a fucking llave, fool. Dip that bitch in there. That's right, Sergeant Mode, that Ukrainian booger sugar. He's not playing. He's out here getting fucked up in front of you. What you gonna do? The federal government ain't gonna do shit. They're gonna send me more money tomorrow. And it's going right up the nasals. It's going right up my fucking nariz. See ya. I just wanted you guys to see that. I couldn't believe that fucking footage. I was like, oh, shit. He is not fucking around. He's doing that yayo. I think that's a California term, yayo. Is it? I don't know. Maybe not. But I do know he's on it. Rex Rocker, cocaine will be included in the next package we send. For sure. Every package comes with a kilo. Careless, this explains Hunter's past relationship with Ukraine. Yeah, you get two crackheads together. Imagine if Pookie from New Jack City had a multi-billion-dollar coke budget. He'd be doing jumping jacks butt naked like he was in the movie. They should be calling me, man. Be calling me. They'd be coked the fuck out. Tehran Isaac, definitely a Cali term. I figured that. Just like hella. Anthony DeRosa, Nostradamus is predicting billions for more coke. That's right. And his predictions are always right. His predictions are always right. Can you believe that shit? All that money, you're a president, and you ain't nothing but a fucking junkie. You ain't nothing but a cokehead. You are Ray Liotta from Goodfellas. I'm still going to go out, Karen. Red eyes. Again, all he was missing was Mr. President, you have blood coming from. Oh shit, sorry, all the dry air here. Okay. Jason M. Smith, so polluted. It's so polluted. Hey, you get fucking sloppy Joe on the phone, man. Tell him I need more fucking coca. I'm just kidding. You know he never runs out. He don't ever run out. Oh, Matt, she says it's medicinal. Okay, it's cool. It's prescribed by a physician. So it's okay, guys. Nothing to see here. It's medical coke. Remember back in the day? Not remember, like we were there. You remember, fucker? But back in the day, they would deliver coke door to door, like salesmen. You know, women who had a lot to do and shit. Chores. It was marketed toward housewives with stuff to do, get their chores and stuff done before your man comes home. That's a real woman. What happened to those women who are willing to snort coke to make a happy home? But yeah, it would come in glass jars or glass bottles, and they would, dump out however much you needed, and they door to door deliver that yayo. Zelensky's like, fuck, I wish they still had this here, and I delivered cocaine to my door. He was happy. That's why Nancy Pelosi went over there. That's why those celebrities go over there. They're bringing coke. Who would be more willing to keister a kilo of cocaine than Ben Stiller or Sean Penn? I'll do it. I'll shove 2.2 pounds of coke up my ass, no problem. They'll do it. Spun Bearing 714. Room 714, I'll be waiting. Isn't that a drug or something? Percocet or some shit? But that's why. And Nancy, they picked Nancy because she's them titties. You could hide a kilo of coke and them big ass titties. No one's gonna search in her titties for anything. Man, please go through it. No, I trust you. Not see your tits. No one's gonna search Nancy's big old titties. Stuff a kilo, probably get 2 kilos in them cans. Hey, nice fucking cans. We get 2 kilos in them big old bitties. That's why. Damn it. I knew it. Matthew Quinlan, saggy tits. No, not if you put a couple kilos of coke under them. Bad boys will sit up at attention. Like, damn, Nancy, get a titty lift? Yeah. Oh, sorry. My bad. Sometimes Nancy, you know how she gets. But guys, gotta get going. Today is a happy day. Why? Because my son is getting his cast off. He's getting his cast removed. He broke his arm a little over a month ago, as you know. And today's the day. He's getting his cast removed. And he's like, Daddy, what's it going to feel like when I take my cast off? Is my arm going to feel heavy? I was like, I don't know, man. I never broke my arm. But it's probably going to be a little weird at first. But here we go. He'll be back 100%. Now nothing can stop him. Now he's going to be back healthy. He'll be running and jumping on shit. It's like he always does. You think his cast stopped him from riding his scooter and playing and jumping off of shit? Of course not. J954, thank you. They searched Britney's ding dong, though. They did. She had a case for it. She had a big old aluminum case for that dildo. They had to search it. You know it stunk. She didn't get a chance to wash it. Well, we have plenty of food here. Why you bring dried fish with you here to Russia? Oh, it's not dried fish. That's my dildo. You wanna see? I will, but please give me gloves first before I touch your fishy dildo. Give that man a raise. Anyway, guys, like I said, got to take Junior to get his cast removed. Happy about that. He talked me into buying him Mentos and Coca-Cola because he wanted to try something he saw online. So we're going to do that. But appreciate you guys being here. And we'll be back at it mañana. Tomorrow's a Wednesday, a hump day. Technically, today's hump day, right? Am I right? Happy Valentine's Day. Fellas, get that Twinkie stinky, okay? Ladies, I don't know what to say about what you got, but get something in there too, okay? Have fun tonight. Be weird. That's all I got for you, man. We'll do it again tomorrow. You were great. I was great. We were great. JT King, of course. Nobody can get out of here without being played. He says, it's been a pleasure. Oh, it's fucking comment section. Appreciate it, guys. But you know how it goes. Oh, happy birthday to you, Scott. I can't remember who it was, but whoever had their birthday yesterday, happy birthday to you too. Happy belated to you too as well. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net and mygreengear.com. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.